What do y'all tell people that believe in the black male emasculation conspiracy? How do you respond to it?
It's sad. I mean, I think it worries me because it really, again, it is just so hypocritical. Black men complain a lot about being put in boxes, and they put niggas in boxes, and it hurts my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I hurt for niggas who have a lot of their whole personhood be projected on them because of one part of their identity, right? Because you do alternative things or things that like not a lot of black people or black men do. But it's so weird. It's like you read a lot, you gay. Oh, you don't like to play, you don't watch sports, you don't follow, you gay. You ain't dating niggas right now. You ain't really in it. You gotta be gay. It's really kind of like weird that we have projected that onto a culture that has done that to us, when I really think black men in particular, do it to themselves. So when you say a movie or a TV show or something that's happening socially did that shit, I'm like, have you talked to yourself and your counterparts lately? The TV ain't did that shit. You did that. Y'all doing that. Don't you blame that on the TV show? The niggas kissing did not hurt you, harm you, nothing like that. The whole logic of emasculation is something that started in you when niggas told you to stop crying, when people told you to act like a boy, when you sat up there, and the list can go on and on in terms of the ways that black men create these barriers for each other. But stop blaming it on a culture. Nobody is forcing you to do anything you wasn't already about to do, baby.
But Toya, the gay agenda though.
Yeah, you know what's at the top of it? Being able to mind your own damn business.
This is one of the more frustrating aspects of talking about like black conversations and black consciousness now, because it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Out of all the things, they don't need us to be gay. Turning black men gay. If they wanted to wipe us out, it's a lot of ways that they could do that. There is literally no logic behind what it means. Well, they want us wearing dresses. Why? Well, because we won't be strong enough. We ain't that shit now. What are you doing? Masculinity has done nothing to protect you from white supremacy. They don't even look at black masculinity the same way. Your masculinity has never been the key to protecting the black family, because black masculinity has never been seen as something human. It was beast-like. Nigga, you was in the field.
Yeah.
When they talk about black masculinity, they're not trying to rob you. They've already robbed you of your humanity. The fuck do you mean they're trying to rob you of your masculinity? They robbed you of who you are as a person.
It's kind of the same people who talk about or try to flex and don't realize that they poor. Like, you up here trying to look down, turn your nose up at people, poor people. You are poor, baby. Right. Like, I don't understand. The process has already happened to you. So to try to shift into this protective mechanism where you're keeping yourself something is to not be aware of the positionality, right? A feminized, right? A lot of times we look at it where I like to use the phrase feminized people, just the same way we use as politically, we might talk about feminized states, right? These are states that have been subordinated in a very particular way under the hegemonic power that exists. So we look at countries that are dependent on larger nations for their economy to thrive, to have the things that they need. We also look at people like black men and women and trans folk and queer folk. All of those are feminized people, even if they're not queer, right? Because you have been put in a position of subordination, which is how you have to understand how you juxtapose white men, for example, right? Which is why that becomes kind of the metric that we tie and hold a bunch of stuff against. And that's because they don't have some master agenda to emasculate you that is any more unique than what the process has always been. It's always already been here in the ways that it's existed.
There's a way for you to acknowledge how emasculation happened on the plantation, and, black men being raped by, the slave master and things like that. And also you acknowledge that the LGBT community just want to be able to exist and want to be able to represent it and just want to be able to mind their business without being worried about being killed. It's a way for you to acknowledge the complex history of black men and how masculinity has been attacked in terms of the history of America, in terms of white supremacy. But I don't think we have to couple that and fold that in with saying that, therefore, black LGBTQ people are deviant, weird ass white supremacist inventions that the white man created. And you know what I'm saying? I think that we don't have to go. I feel like there's a way for you to be smart and have nuances to understanding, you know what I'm saying? Both things, that one of these things is true over here, but it's not true over here. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, I just want to get that out there.